Hello amazing people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Matilda. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys various ways on how to save money as well as, reduce your expenses, especially during this cost of living crisis here in the UK. So if you're new to the UK or if you're just hearing this gist for the first time, there is a cost of living crisis here in the UK and every single thing is becoming so expensive. Like renting a house is becoming expensive. Going grocery shopping is becoming expensive. Electricity bills are increasing. Every single thing is increasing here in the UK. Like I remember when I came to the UK and I was able to use about 20 to 25 pounds to do like my weekly grocery shopping. Right now I am spending more than that in grocery shopping. And whenever I look at my grocery shopping list, I'm like, these are the things I usually buy, so why are they so expensive? Like right now I'm spending like 30-35 pounds, sometimes 40 pounds, depending on the amount of things I need to buy. So for this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the things I'm doing to help me cut down on costs and save money, because no matter how small the money is, it is worth saving. I mean, they said tiny drops of water makes an ocean. So no matter how small the money is, it is worth saving during this period of time. So if this is the kind of content you like, please do not forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Share this video, of course, because the more you like, the more you comment, the more you subscribe, the more YouTube recommends my videos to new subscribers. And yeah, without further ado, let us get right into the video. So the first tip I'm going to talk about is concerning electrical appliances. If where you're staying is not bills inclusive, you have to be very, very vigilant and take that extra care or extra caution when it comes to turning off your sockets and things you're not using. For instance, if you're not watching that TV, turn it off. Like turn it off from the switch. You don't need to just turn it off with your remote control. Turn it off from the switch. If you're not charging any gadgets and let's say you're not using any extension wires, you really need to turn that off. I figured most people do not usually turn off their microwave as well as their electric kettle. Guys, this is not the period to leave anything on, especially if you're not using it. So try as much as you can to always turn that off, because you're actually saving energy and you're saving your electricity bill. So whenever you go to the kitchen and you're done cooking or you're done with anything, turn every single thing off. Like when I mean every single thing, turn every single thing off. Another thing that I always do is whenever it's the daytime, like when I can see sunlight, I am not turning on my bulb. None of my light bulbs are going on. I always try to like open the windows and use natural sunlight. We have to try to save every single penny and avoid our electricity bill going up. Do not charge your phone overnight. Like when you're done charging your phone, switch it off. If it results to you unplugging the wire from the socket for you to save electricity bill, guys, I think you need to do that. So try and turn off every single thing that you're not using. My next tip is for you to try to cook at home. I know some of you be like, cook at home. It's not every time you be cooking at home. Sometimes you have to order. Guys, if you can, try and reduce the amount of times you open your Uber Eats app and your Deliveroo. In fact, if you know that you cannot resist the temptation to order food, delete the app. To save yourself from spending unnecessarily, delete the app so that you don't get reminded that okay, you need to order food from here, you need to order food from here. No, try as much as you can to cook at home. I figured that meal prepping at home is usually very easy and very cost efficient. I mean, if you order takeout for instance and you're spending about 15 pounds for that takeout, that is like one takeout. You can use that 15 pounds and go to Lidl and buy ingredients or food stuff that you can use to make up to 4 meals or 5 meals depending on your diet or depending on what you eat. Personally, I can use that 15 pounds and make food for like 3 days. Almost 3 days. I can make food for like 5 days depending on what to eat. If I buy spaghetti, tin tomato, chicken, what else? I already have like salt, Maggi, some other things. I've made a home meal and I can eat that spaghetti like 3 or 4 times. So yes, so try as much as you can to cook at home and prep your meals. So you can cook in large quantity and just put them in those, like, do they call them takeaway plates? I can't remember what they call them, but you can put them in those small plates and then put them in the fridge so that you always have something to eat. And during the week, you're not always stressing, oh, what do I cook this evening? What do I eat this evening? And it's also cheaper for you. So yeah, try as much as you can to cook at home. I know it can be really stressful sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do to save money. So yes. So my next tip here is for you to cancel unnecessary subscriptions. Like most of us are on so many movie websites that we're subscribed to, and the funny thing is that most of these websites are on direct debits to our bank cards. And I just want to ask, how many of those movie websites or how many of those movie apps do we actually watch? We're on Netflix, we're on Amazon Prime, we're on Disney Plus, we're on HBO, we're on so many things. And the funny thing is, at the end of the month, we figure out that we're actually not watching movies from all these sites at once. Like, we can count how many times we actually open those websites or open those apps and watch a movie from it. So if you see yourself not watching movies from a particular website, you really need to cut off or stop your direct debit or stop paying subscription fee for those websites, because you're actually spending money unnecessarily and you're wasting money. My next tip here is for you to shop at cheaper grocery stores. So we all know that some stores here or some grocery stores here in the UK are more expensive than others. For instance, you cannot compare the prices in Tesco Express to that of Lidl. We all know Lidl is actually very affordable and very cheap for you to like get, you know, food ingredients, food items and all of that. So if you can, try as much as possible to reduce your journey to Tesco Express. Try to go to like cheaper grocery stores like Lidl, where you can get things cheaper. Another thing I try to do is that anything I can find in Lidl, for instance, and I can also find them in like African stores. Guys, I love African food, yes. And anything you can find like African stores, try as much as you can to get those things from Lidl. For instance, try and get like your raw meat from Lidl instead of African stores. Guys, I know that some of us prefer like the meat they sell in African stores compared to like the ones they sell in Lidl. But at the end of the day, we spend more when we buy meat from like other stores that's not like Lidl or, you know, Asda and all of that. So if there are things that you can do without, that you're not really peculiar about where you buy them from, you can definitely get them from other stores that is cheaper for you. Also, talking about going grocery shopping in affordable stores, another thing you can do is to get like discount cards. For instance, you have the Lidl Plus cards, which helps you to see like discounts when you're shopping on certain things, and it can help you like take out little amount of money from your shopping cart. Also, Tesco has like a Tesco card which you can also scan or use whenever you're leaving the store. It just helps, you know, to reduce the amount of money you're spending on food, as well as give you like points and all of that, which you can probably use to buy like other items. Also, when it comes to you going grocery shopping, try and have like a meal prep in your head before you go for that weekly grocery shopping. Try and think, okay, what are the meals I'm going to be preparing this week, and try to get like ingredients that are in line with that food you want to cook, so that it's easier for you to meal prep and also, you know, sort yourself for that particular week, so that anything you want to cook that week, you know that yes, you have the ingredients for them and you don't have to keep going back and forth to the grocery stores to get one or two things. The next thing here on my list is for you to do things yourself. So yeah guys, there are so many small things that are taking our money here and there. For instance, doing your nails, going for pedicure, going for manicure, even braiding your hair. Like, braiding your hair is so expensive. This is not something that's new to us. All of us know that braiding your hair can be very expensive. You can braid your hair yourself. Guys, I usually do like my cornrows for my wigs myself, and I know that they're usually very terrible, but at this point I really do not care how terrible they look. The point is that I am making the cornrows myself, and I'm going to put a wig on it so nobody's actually seeing it. So yeah, if there are some things you can do without, do without them. If you can do like, no matter how terrible the braids are, if you can do like all back or cornrows on your hair, do it and save that money. Save that £30, save that £40. If you can wash your hair by yourself, wash your hair. Don't need to go to the salon and, you know, spend unnecessary money. If you can relax your hair by yourself, relax it. Or if you know anyone that can do it for a cheaper rate, you can definitely go and, you know, have your hair washed or have your hair relaxed. I'm not saying that, you know, once in a while you should not treat yourself. Yeah, once in a while you can treat yourself, and just try to do like some things yourself, and you'll see how much money you're actually saving when it comes to most of these things. The next thing we are going to talk about is for you to buy quality home clothes. So yes, I know most people tend to invest more in like their outing clothes and in their outing appearance. Guys, spend money on buying clothing that you wear indoors. You can actually invest in getting quality sweaters that you wear indoors, quality jackets, bathrobes, socks. In fact, if you can even get like head warmers just to keep yourself warm indoors. And by the time you end up doing all these things, you see that you really do not need to always turn on your heater. You can also invest in like cozy blankets that you can tie around yourself around the house. I mean, you're indoors, nobody's seeing what's happening. So yeah, you can invest in quality blankets, and all these things will just help you to reduce turning on your heater. You can end up turning on your heater for like 2 hours and for the heat to flow throughout the house, and you're fine. So yes guys, I would really advise for you to invest in like quality clothing. You can get them in like Primark or H&M, or anywhere at all. Just try as much as you can to invest in quality clothes. So guys, the last tip I have for you is to always try to give meter readings and avoid estimates. I don't know which one works for you, but personally I prefer to give out meter reading to my energy suppliers than for them to have an estimate for me. I figure that the estimate that they have for me is higher than what I usually use, so I see that whenever I send a meter reading to them, I always have like a credit balance. So yes, try as much as you can to send meter readings to your energy suppliers. This just helps you to monitor what you're using, so that you're not spending money on something you're not using, and you're regulating how much you spend. I mean, if at the end of this month you see that your meter reading was higher than last month, you can then go ahead in the next month to try and reduce whatever you use and the things you use electricity on. So yeah guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you have any other tips to share, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Do not forget to take care and stay safe. Bye guys.